ranges from the 80s, 70s.
Special BOCC meeting to order. Today is December the 17th, 2020. The time is 1:00 p.m. Purpose of this meeting is to discuss and potentially select a candidate to offer the job of the administrative assistant to the BOCC too. With that, would you join me in a pledge to the flag, please? Salute to the flag, I guess. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, would you conduct the roll, please?
Commissioner Flower,
Present.
Commissioner Kanda,
Here.
Commissioner Prince,
Here.
Attorney Clint Smith is absent, and Clerk to the Board Kelly Camper present.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that. Vernon, thank you for coming in and hosting the meeting. Appreciate it. Our only agenda item today is discussion and possibly selecting consideration of hiring an administrative assistant based on the 3 candidates that we interviewed in a workshop this morning. So with that, I would open up the floor for discussion. Again, requesting that you refer to the applicants by number only, which we randomly drew numbers and assigned those to the candidates. So if we're okay with that, Mr. Bill, you good with that number system there?
Yes.
Okay, so we're all talking the same. Yep, okay, all right. Anyone care to start? Go ahead, sir.
I'd like to tell you, we had 3 candidates. I was so impressed. All 3 of them were just shining lights. They easily, any one of those 3, I believe, could certainly not only do this job, but continue to do more than this job would ever ask of any of them. So I want to say I was very, very pleased with the candidates that we have. I ranked my scorings as we normally do when we're making a hire. And I came out with one person who was a little bit higher than the others. And that would be candidate number 1. I'd also like to comment that Commissioner-elect Kevin Day was here for the discussions. And since I won't be here when this person, for very long, once this person comes on, I was pleased to say that Commissioner-elect Day also said that he felt candidate number 1 would be his choice also. So I move that we approve candidate number 1. We offer a position as administrative assistant to candidate number 1 based on the job description that was posted.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to offer the position of the administrative assistant to candidate number 1. Discussion. Cheryl, do you have anything?
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. It was a great, all 3 candidates were very good, very, very good. It's a very hard decision, but there's no question in my mind from the overall picture, the big picture for the county, BOCC admin, that the candidate number 1 is the best one.
Great, good. Yeah, I, as well as you 2 gentlemen, felt like we had 3 really good candidates today. That was encouraging. I just thought all of them presented themselves very well, was tickled with the whole process this morning. Thought it went very smoothly and almost a coin flip for me. I thought they were all very close. I certainly support offering the job to candidate number 1. Would not have had an issue if circumstances were different with any of the candidates that we interviewed today. So just felt like that was a great process, and I thought it really well. For the record, Attorney Clint Smith did sit in on those interviews this morning. Had a conflict this afternoon, was not going to be a voting member on this decision anyway, so he asked if he could be excused from this meeting this afternoon. We agreed that there was no problem with that. So further discussion, Ms. Kelly, you also sit on that. Anything you care to voice?
No,
Okay.
I agree with you all. Very, it's not very often that you get all of your candidates that you could really use
Yeah,
any one of them.
absolutely.
And so, yeah, they were all very good.
Good. Okay. Any further discussion about that, gentlemen, before we vote? All in favor of offering the BOCC Administrative Assistant position to candidate number 1? Again, these are random numbers. That doesn't necessarily reflect that that was the first person that we interviewed. It's just a random numbering. Say aye. Commissioner Tandem?
Aye.
Commissioner Flower? Aye. Commissioner Prince?
Aye.
Motion carries. We will offer that job, that position to candidate number 1. If you don't mind, I will call Ms. Donna real quick and then we'll just stay in session. We'll see how things progress. If she can reach out and make that, actually, I'll just send her an email real quick. It'll be better than calling. Let me do that. Hopefully she's at her. Oh, she said she might not be, huh?
Yeah, so she said to call her.
She said to call.
Yeah, let me step out and call her because she doesn't have the numbering system. That's the problem. I think so.
Going to Texas for Christmas, Jay? Going to Texas for Christmas? No?
No.
Is your wife up here? No.
I'm gonna do Christmas alone this year.
Yeah.
It's okay. I thought about going, but you know, as rampant as COVID is, I'm just not sure I want to risk it, bringing it down there. So it's there too. I mean, it's not that they're anything special.
You sticking around home, Kelly?
Yeah. Are you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Mark coming up. He got transferred to Fort Sill, so he can swing by and drop off some junk. Like they all do.
He's in process of transferring right
Yeah.
now. And where's Fort Sill?
Oklahoma,
Oh,
a little closer.
yeah.
Okay, that way you can say that your person accepted and you're good.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Thank you. Bye. Okay. I just had a thought when I was on the phone too, that while we're still in session, maybe we ought to, let me rephrase that, should we select a second choice in the event first doesn't accept, or do you want to wait and
I think we
see?
need to wait.
She's gonna try to contact and call or text me right back, so
They all said they'd be available.
that's what I told her.
Let's wait.
They should all
Is
be
Donna here
available.
right now?
Pardon me?
Is Donna here?
Yeah, she just walked into her office when I called her, so. So she was gonna reach out. Do that. On an unrelated note, just conversation that has to do with this credit card thing. I reached back out to the bank and the bank basically said, yeah, we really don't have anything to do with that. You got to go to the third party vendor and apply directly to them. I haven't talked to Kara about it. It's on my list to talk to her about when she does come in, but I've got to get up to speed on what process she was using and where she was at in that process. I know we all filled out our information on that credit card app. I'm assuming she gave that to whoever she was supposed to, but I don't know.
The last I heard, she had submitted all of it because there was somebody that was saying they thought that you guys would have your cards by now.
Yeah, well, I'll reach back out to her and ask her where we're at. I just assumed she gave all that to the bank and then the bank gave it to their company.
Yeah, it shouldn't
The
matter.
bank said, no, we don't have anything to do with that.
When we got ours through down here, the same thing, we didn't go through them,
Right.
even though
It's through their bank. They just don't deal with it.
we
huh?
dealt with it totally
Yeah.
third party.
Yeah, which I wasn't aware of that. I just assumed we were dealing with the bank. So I'll follow up with that and see where she left that, because she didn't tell me before she left what the status of that
It's
was.
this bank down here, isn't it?
No.
Up here.
Patrick.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, so that's who we voted to go with when
Yeah.
she gave us all the information.
That's right. That we switched.
So, I don't know. And then Don and I were working on an unpaid balance for Amazon. I'll talk to her about that as well, so. But
Anybody else online with us?
Nope.
Guess they wouldn't, because they don't know, I guess. All right.
So my wife woke up in the middle of the night with a big sneezing fit. I don't know what time it was. She said, I got up and took a Benadryl and went back to sleep. She said, I feel like I'm hungover this morning. She got a Benadryl hangover. She couldn't hardly function. So that's why I don't take that stuff, man. It's wicked.
Nasty.
And then thinking about a potential start date, do you believe it would be good to maybe try to have it come in on the 28th? The new person start on the 28th. That gives them 1, 2, 3.5 days, including a BOCC meeting to kind of get started. That's 11 days from now. Does that make sense
Sure.
to you guys? Because
And that week is usually really quiet and
Yeah,
slow,
so
so
it might
maybe
be a
she could
good-
get, might be a good breaking in period.
shoot her an email real quick, Donna, and tell her, ask her if she could.
Was she making both calls now, or calls?
I don't know that. She was gonna call the applicant.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I would assume she'd do that and then get back to us, so maybe she's having a little difficulty. Jay, were you in here when, sorry,
I was awake.
were you in there when I mentioned the gift basket?
Yeah, I was here. You was talking about raffling it off
Yeah,
somewhere?
so I took it down there.
Right.
And so those gals came up with a bottle, like a water bottle or a Gatorade bottle. They filled it with pop tabs, sent an email to everybody in the building and said, come down and submit your guess. Whoever's closest without going over wins it. She took a picture of the basket and put it on the email.
What a
And
wonderful
thanked
one.
the commissioners for donating it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Basically, it's just us kids. Kelly, I got a question for you. Who is Phyllis's mom?
Her mom is Milla Lou Bickerman.
I kept thinking Will Wilson was Millilou's, but just the other way around.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guess she's staying one night a week up here.
Yeah, she stays usually on Tuesday at night.
So she told me.
Because we were laughing at her one day because, right? It was like every Tuesday night she stayed, it would snow. And we were saying,
Stay away.
she's doing that just right because she wasn't having to drive up the hard
Yeah.
travel on Tuesday night
Right.
or Wednesday mornings.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'd like to think I had time to worry about the rulemaking hearing for water quality or air quality control commission, but I don't.
Knock yourself out.
The cloud.
What's that?
Ooh, here we go.
But your email, the calendar is not in the cloud. So if you moved all of your calendar items to your Gmail account, then that would
December 28th.
be accessible.
What we agreed on, yeah.
I have to figure it out. There's software to do it, but
Connect with the county Outlook in the cloud to
the only
Gmail in the cloud. I don't count.
the only thing in the cloud on the county side is your email, not the calendar. The calendar
Oh,
is specific to
we
your
have-
computer.
Why can't we make the calendar part of it? Seems like that.
Well, you'd have to, it doesn't function that way. We'd have to use the online version of your email server. You'd have to access that. And you couldn't use Outlook. So there's third-party software
Okay,
that can transfer your calendar from your computer to the phone. But it would be easiest if you actually used your Gmail account for calendar work. That way it could send all the way across. I'll have to find out how to do that so it syncs to your computer back and forth.
as long as it's whatever shows up on my phone, which is the Gmail calendar, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'd have to do.
Okay, whatever we can do, we'll give it a try. It's worth a try.
Okay. We will work on it.
All right. After you're well.
Yeah.
I don't want you messing with it now. You'll hook me to somebody in India.
No, thank you.
Donna texted me back and asked what the start date was. I'd already sent her an email, but she probably didn't look, so I told her. Oh. Come on. Okay. She said candidate accepted, will be here at 8 a.m. on the 28th.
Good.
So,
Hallelujah.
yeah, so with that, we just got confirmation from the candidate that we offered the job to, candidate number 1. She has accepted that position and she will start at 8 o'clock on December the 28th. Her name is Tina Jones. We're very excited to welcome her. Her and her husband have recently moved to Custer County from Missouri. I think she is going to be a great fit for us. She's very excited and brings a ton of experience from the administrative assistant side out of the corporate world. So we will look forward to her coming to work on Monday, the 28th.
Perfect.
Good deal.
Good, good. Thank you for your time today. Anything else that we need to discuss while we're in our meeting?
I have nothing, sir.
Okay, hearing none, this meeting is adjourned at 1:21 PM on December 17th. Thank you. Okay. All right, Mr. Vernon, we can end that if you would, please.